Nick with Rossignol. We're here at SIA in Denver, checking out the 1213 product with the doglotion.com crew. I'm holding in my hands here Outside Gear of the Year and multiple award winner, total game changer, the Super 7. Super 7s took the same mold as our original S7. We added 2 layers of Rossignol to kind of stiffen it up, give it a lively feel, a little bit more damp for those guys who are really mobbing through that chop you're sure to run into on a pow day. We use powder turn rocker. That involves a really high tip and tail rocker with low traditional camber underfoot, so you get a ski that's really easy to slarb and smear and float and pow, but you still have that versatility underfoot and power that you need to get back to the tram or negotiate that variable terrain that you're sure to run into in the backcountry. Another great unique thing about the Super 7 that makes it so easy to ski is this unique pintail shape in the back here. Pintail allows the ski to really drop into the snow easy, so you're not forced to have to try and weight the back of the ski to keep your tip afloat. So you get that efficient angle of attack. You're already in the perfect position just to slarb and carve through, the steep and deep. There's a lot of reasons I could spend all day talking about why this ski is rad, but the awards that we win with it kind of say it all. We didn't change anything about it. It's available in 188 and 195. So, the Super 7, pretty rad new graphic, courtesy of Will Barris, but otherwise unchanged. And we're not messing with something if it ain't broke, Next up is a new introduction to our S-Series Freeride line. This is the Squat 7. This thing's beefcake. This is really built for that big mountain pow slayer, pro skiers or the guy who's scrubbing dishes and thinks he's a pro, or probably pretty close to one. It's a little bit wider underfoot than the Super 7. It's 120 underfoot. There's no metal in this thing. We run some carbon stringers through it to add that stability and dampness that you need, but we didn't want to make it too heavy either. So we still run powder turn rocker through the ski, so it's got a high tip and tail rocker, traditional camber underfoot, so you've got all that easy smearing and flow capability, but it's also extremely versatile. You're going to run into that chunder and choppy conditions partway into the day. You got to have that camber underfoot to keep the thing stable and secure. Another thing we changed about it is we chopped off the tail. The rocker isn't quite as steep on this tail, and we flattened it out, so that gives you a much stronger, more powerful tail. Kick you out of those massive GS turns while you're running through open pow field. Point it through the choke, and you got that nice strong tail there to stick the mandatory. Full vertical sidewalls, wood core construction, really strong, powerful powder ski. A nice addition to the S-Series Freeride family. Definitely not that type of ski where you can throw an intermediate on it like the S7 and the Super 7 is, and up their game. This is going to be that hard charging pro skier. It's got a 30-meter turn radius, so almost double what some of those other skis have. Only available in a 190 centimeter, so it's not for the faint of heart. This is the new Sickle. It's a little bit more of a freestyle-oriented powder ski. 110 millimeters underfoot, so a nice wide platform for landing those backcountry booters. We run spin turn rocker on this one, so it's a 100% rocker shape. Rocker tip to tail, kind of U, banana shape. Gives you a ski that's really easy, floaty, surfy, and soft snow conditions, Great for like the, butters and presses, and, floating down, Steve's little pillow lines. New graphics here from Will Barris, pretty rad. Got a cool base graphic on. It's asymmetrical, you only get to see half of it here, but the Sickle is just that. It's pretty sick.
Nice.
On top of all those men's series skis we were talking about, we got something for the ladies too. We take that award-winning S7. Exact same ski here for the ladies. We offered a little bit of shorter sizing, but we've got really rocking graphics courtesy of Kaya Koopman, a really talented, fun California artist that I was lucky enough to hang out with yesterday. The S7W is, like I said, just got all that award-winning performance that the S7 does, but with a little bit of different makeover there.